Break. Good. So whatever I ask for, as soon as he does it, I release the toy. Good job, buddy. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Good break. Come on. Good boy. I don't want to always go for the toy. I don't want to always OUT him right away. Good job. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. I just want him to hang next to me. Now, even though he dropped it, I haven't told him that he can't have it again yet. So I still have to say OUT, even if he drops it for me. Like this. And I say it before I reach for it. Out. Okay. Good boy. Down, break. He's so good at the routine now. Yay, come here, bud. Come here, bud. Make it a little harder. Yeah. Yeah, make it harder. So I want to grab his leash first. I've got the leash. He can munch on it sometimes, like every third time. He can chew on it for 30 seconds to a minute. Out. Hey, settle down. Place. Break. Good job, buddy. Good boy. I love how he's trying to beat it now that he knows the pattern. Let's go. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Out. So I did tap the button. I had it in my pocket. I just calmly reached in, tapped the button, and he let it go. I'm gonna switch it up since he's anticipating what I'm gonna ask. Come, down, break. Yeah. I'm gonna mix it up since he's doing so good. Come on, boy. Yeah. Oh, what? Out. Good boy. Down. Break. Oh, that's a bad throw. Place. Good boy. Good job, bud. Good job, bud. Good job, bud. All right, so now I'm going to say it, but I'm going to repeat myself before I throw it. We're going to see how he does. He's not allowed to get it if I say OUT before I throw it. Out. Good boy. I have my finger on the dial just in case. I also need the leash for this because the leash is actually better for him than e-collar. He could care less about e-collar. So he still needs guidance sometimes. So I'm holding on to it like this. It's got a good grip. Out. Make sure I let go of the leash. Break. Yeah, what a good boy. Woo, good job, buddy. Come. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're so good. You're so good. Come here. Good boy. Whoa. Good. So he's not allowed to celebrate out there. Like, I don't want him just traipsing through the yard. He used to do that a lot. And I want him to come back to me right away and feel like I'm not always going to take it from him right away. Okay? Out. Break. Excellent. Good boy. Come. Good. Good job, bud. Good job, bud. And you don't always want to amp up your dog, especially a dog like this. I'll do it occasionally just to make sure I can still have control of the excitement. But if your dog is giving you a lot of excitement, really calm your energy down. Let the game be the fun, right? You don't need to be exciting. Out. Place. Break. Good job, bud. Good boy. Come. See what I mean by celebrating? Come. Good. Come. Good job, bud. Now I'm just going to let him break. Chew on it if he wants. Go ahead and move into enough, just to show. Enough. So I'm gonna actually leave it out. I could put it here or I could put it on the ground, you know, either way, or I could just have it next to me. But enough, he's in enough. And we're just gonna hang out and calm down.
Shh, shh, shh. So just enough. Shh, shh, shh. He doesn't have to lay down or place or any of that. There are no big corrections for this like there are for OUT. If he doesn't OUT, it's a bigger correction. For enough, it's all like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 low level holds. Like I actually, let's put it to a 1 to show you, see what decision he makes. But I'll hold down the level. It's only at a 1. He doesn't feel it. And I'll just kind of move in with a little spatial pressure. Enough is low key. If he was to go for the toy and get it, I would OUT him and then go back to enough. Calm down. The game is over. The game is over. At least for now. I could go back into the game, but boy, my energy just hangs low. And we hang out for at least 2 to 3 minutes, preferably 10 to 15. And then we head in the house. It depends on the dog. You can either put the toy away after you go back in the house with a crazy driven dog like him. That's what I would play around with doing. If your dog's not crazy driven, you can do the enough with the toy out, then put it away, then go inside. Because a lot of times if you pick up the toy, even like I just did, you create another cycle of arousal that you have to then work through again. But I'm gonna test him out. Let's go, bud. Good. Beautiful. He's not going for it. Let's go. Place. Nice. Very good. Down. He's definitely still thinking about the toy, but that was great. That was really good, especially because I picked it up and moved it. So some of the small tweaks that really changed things for us is, one, e-collar is not much of a correction for this guy. He really needs leash direction. And so e-collar is really just a communication tool. And that's how it is with some dogs. He's just a tough boy. And a few things here. So right here, I'm letting him kind of just consume it before I OUT him. So out's not the issue. The issue is getting him to do anything before I throw it. So right there, I said no. Here, I just pop and then I take a step. I start to do that all the time. And I stop saying no when I give a correction. And I'll explain more of that in a minute. The other thing I do is I move the place cot where it can't slide, and I keep my body in the same position every time until it's easy for him. That was more important than I realized, because he does already know place, but he's in such a high drive state that he just can't listen. He can't hear me. And staying in the same spot was really important. And also just building the trust that I wasn't going to have him, I wasn't going to take it from him or anything like that, which is what you kind of saw me doing there. Don't pet your dog if your dog has resource guarding issues, but with him, that wasn't a problem. So right there, you saw me say place. He was able to do it. I release him immediately. The goal is to say break before I throw it. I'm playing around with what position kind of works best for him, but I need to relatively stay in the same spot every time I ask for place until it's easy for him. So I say out, pick it up, place, leash, and body language. Break and release it immediately. Look how slow I am, because I asked for a down as well. I never should have done that. I got my place and I should have released it right away. So these are some of the tweaks I made that made us really successful. The other thing is I stopped saying no when I gave physical direction with the leash, body, or e-collar. So basically I would say place or down, either one. I'd say down, which actually made him be more successful, or place. Then if he didn't do it, I would give the correction either, see, that was a much better one. I released it immediately. I would either give a pop on the leash with e-collar or body language, like whatever I needed to, without saying no or repeating the command. This allowed him to feel like I would give the command once and he needed to beat the correction, beat the aversive, whatever you want to say. Even though I know it's not like a huge correction, it's not. But still, just so you know, any pop, any guidance is going to be some form, of a correction, like right there. I make sure I'm already holding the leash ready. Don't bend down and grab the leash and then correct. Again, I was slow at releasing the ball because I wasn't being quick enough yet. But anyway, that was the main thing. Now, let's say he didn't listen to the leash pop and the guidance. Then I would say, no, place, and give him a second to do it, and then just do the pop again. So anyway, this is how, I made some of these tweaks. The other tweak that I made, like I said before, is as soon as he laid down or went to place, he didn't have to lay down in place. I just said place, 4 feet or on, release right away. And then down on the ground, down, break, immediately when he did it. This is me doing some blocking. We're still refining the fact that if I say out, it's no longer his and he can't invade my space. I did a good job on releasing that one quickly. And I'm starting to stay in the same spot. Do you notice that? He's starting to be successful because I'm hanging in the same spot and I'm building a predictable routine for him that he can listen to and learn from while he's in excited drive like this. And just a quick side note, in the beginning, he was not able to do enough and be even semi-calm. So I had to do let's go work off of the toy box and the toy, both on the ground and in the toy box, to really work him through not being allowed to care so much about it and to move with me rather than, do what he wanted to do. And then we were able to get to the enough. And so, it's very likely that that'll have to still be involved in part of his routine, depending on how he's doing that day.